Hey, what's up? How about a little 8-2, lesson 8-2, 8.2 homework help. I'm on page 495. Remember, this is a photocopy of the homework, so please do not write in your book. I'm going to write on it because it's a photocopy. Okay, I'm going to take 7x times u and 7x times u. Here we go. So that's the distribution method. You can do that when it's kind of small because it's only one thing times two things. But if you're taking one thing times three things, then you can make one of those poly boxes. I'm not sure if I called them that in the notes, but that's what I actually called them. So give yourself a little bit more room than I did. But basically what this does is it lines up all the multiplication for you. Okay? Then you can go big kids at all the time and then multiply the variables all at the second wave. So you can go through it twice or go through it one box at a time. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do. GCF, the most you could take out of a 12 and a 20 is probably a 4. That's what I'm guessing. Yeah, now, ooh, what about the x? Does the 20 have an x? No. That's why you can't divide by an x, because it doesn't even have one, okay? That would be like trying to divide this by 6, and you're like, whoa, 20 doesn't have anything in common with 6. I can't divide it by 6. I'd make a mess. Exactly. That's why it's 4. Okay, here we go. Ooh, 45 and 27. I think that's a number that looks kind of like this. And then 27 doesn't have a variable, so you can't take out anything more than... Same thing here. These are kind of lame. There's really no extra variables. Of course, all the even ones have extra variables. 16, you could take out a W. 18, you could take out an A. And then, ooh, 20, you could take out a Z squared because that's got 2. If it's 2, you can take 2. If it's got 3, you can take 2. If it's got 4, you can take 2. You can't take any more than that. 14, 42, 21 will have a 7 in common. I'm not sure why I did number 20, but hey, whatever. Let's see here. 4, 12, 28. I think the most you can take out is a 4. Those are all lame. Hope they'd be more challenging than that. Okay, so 21, 23, and 25 is where you actually take out as much as you can. So that's when you actually would do the division. Remember, your greatest common factor goes here, and then the remains go here. So your greatest common factor is going to be a 3. Put your remains in there after you do the division, okay? Also, when you're on your own piece of paper, you can probably give yourself more room to do the divisions. X, X, X. So my answer is going to be greatest common factor remains. I can take out an X. I'm sure you can figure out the other part. Spoiler. Let's see here. 14. I can take out a 7. I can take out, that's it. 28 ain't got a variable, so I can't take any more than what I am given. Okay, I like these ones. I think I made some like these in Schoology. Like literally the question looks like this. I stole it. I straight up stole it from the book, but I added my own flavor to it. So here's the question. Draw a picture, friends. If in doubt, story problem, draw a picture. Number 27, it says, a circular mirror is surrounded by a square metal frame. So it's actually the opposite of this one. It's a circle inside of a square. So we got a square, and there's a circle on the inside. Okay. What do we got here? The radius of the mirror is 5x. Radius of the mirror. Radius is from the middle of the circle to the outside. The side length of the metal frame is 15x. Side length is 15x. That's a square. What is the area of the metal frame? So we want to find the metal, just the area of this. So basically what we're doing, friends, is we want to take the area of the square minus the area of the circle. Okay? We're just using 15x and 5x. This is actually not that bad. So the area of the square, how do you find the area of a square? You go basically side times side. So we'd have 15x times 15x, or you could say 15x squared. So that's going to be the area of the square. Then we would minus the area, excuse me, minus the area of a circle. How do you find the area of a circle? It's radius squared times pi. Oops, forgot the square right there. Okay, I'm going to do this one all the way through. This is the tough one. Okay, so 15 squared, 15x squared is basically 15 times itself. So that's 225. And then x squared is x squared. 5x squared is 25x squared, and there's still that times pi. Okay, so here's a weird thing, friends, in algebra, is that if you're given variables and you have pi, leave pi as a symbol. It almost classifies as a variable. And there's also a thing called pi form or exact form with circles, and that's when you actually use just pi as a symbol. You don't actually type it. You don't use 3.14 stuff anymore. Okay, so this, you got to factor it. Okay, so there's going to be stuff that comes out. There's going to be the remains. Guess what? Pi is always going to stay in the remains. So let's see. 225x squared and then 25x squared. I wonder what the most is I can take out. Probably a 25. x squared, and then the remains are going to go in there. So divide that by 25, and then basically it's going to be minus pi, because 25x squared will cancel when you divide by 25x squared. So all you got to do, students, is figure out what 225x squared divided by 25x squared. What in the world did I just do? All I did is I took the area of the square minus the area of the circle. That's all I did. Looks crazy, but it's actually not that bad. Okay. Simplify. Make polyboxes, friends, or distribute. U times U times U. Now basically, another mental math thing, if you just make all of these negative doubles and then tack on an extra x, there you go, mental math. What do we got here? Oh, times 10, that's easy. Just add a 0, add a 0, add a 0. Add an A, add an A, add an A. That's easy. Oh, U, look at this one. Oh, gross. So U times U minus U times U. So this one you actually are going to do two separate polyboxes, and then you're going to subtract. Whoops, I made a weird one. Then you're actually going to subtract the remains. Oh, that's a good one. 35, think about a plan. A wooden metal frame is this. A rectangular opening is this. What is the area of the wooden part of the frame? Oh, I like that one. So again, we have a wooden frame that's 5x by 7x plus 1. And then inside of it, there's a 3x by 5x. What's this? What's the area of this? Easy. Length times width, do subtraction. Easy stuff. 37 factor. Okay, what's the most I can take out? Does 17 go into 51? I think it does. Ooh, the most I can take out is an x and then a y cubed. Ooh, these are good ones. Okay, here we go. What do we got over here? Most I can take out. Oh, then actually do the division. Don't forget, GCF remains. GCF remains. What's the most I can take out? I can take out a 31. Can't take out any B's because you don't got any, but I can take out an 8 to the 5. There you go. Do the division. Line it all up. I circled number 40, but I'm running out of time. Don't want to. Okay, see you in class. Goodbye.